welcome to Katie Wren's Senior Recital! Now, Katie has gone through many interesting experiences during her time at Catholic, like getting electrocuted during move-in freshman year. It was, in fact, not her touching the outlet, it was the back touching her. You may see her riding her scooter around campus, or with a brace from her injuries, or freshman year, the classic hip pose. You also probably have heard of her dog, Sammy, who is, quote, the best dog ever.
And
Katie,
I
she stands by it. Katie's helped me learn many things, like what mammals are classified as, what the freezing point of water is, and what goes in a BLT sandwich. But most importantly, she taught me how to be a great friend. I'm so lucky to call her one of my closest friends, and I'm so excited to see her perform. So give it up for Katie Wren's Senior Recital, Unhinged
Alrighty, now you can go over here. Thank you. And you can go over here. Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining me during the apocalypse for an hour or so. And thank you to my unwilling victims for being involved. And I'm just so excited, y'all. This is humanity's 11th hour and Katie Wren's Senior Recital. And I've prepared something for the occasion. It's a show-stopping number, a real show-stopper, a show-stopping number, come on. Something to shock 'em, to bring them a-crawling, a big-time box office draw. With the press and glamour, we'll kill the review spotlight on Mrs. Ingenue. So fill up your tumbler, got a show-stopping number for you.
Katie, if Jay hears you singing unpublished material, he'll kill you.
A show-stopping number is something to die for, a real catchy earwormy tune. An award-winning score that seeps in and out of your pores, a ditty to make the chorus girl swoon. It'll unify humanity in a thundering chorus, no exits from this Broadway venue. So splash those shiny cymbals, got a show-stopping hymnal for you. This song's pretty good, huh? I bet you didn't know that I was also a composer. In fact, while I've been preparing for the apocalypse, I've also been writing my own musical. Do you mind if I give you the pitch?
We don't have time.
Fucking go for it. It's called Workin' Boys, a new musical. It's about a group of old college chums, sure. They found success in the business world, but still, they long for simpler times in that beat-up old cabin at the edge of college campus. But those glory days, they're gone for good. Or are they? This year, this is the title number. Business calls, I'm up to my ass in shit. Oh, what is this business? Markets are crashing and I'm at the edge of my wits. I just can't take it when all I want to do is spend the day with Greg and Steve and Stu and ring, ring, the phone rings. I answer it. Okay, Greg, I'm swamped with business. Remember the good old days on the football field, eh, Greg? Last week feels like ages ago. Today, after work, the old stomping ground, eh, Greg? I'll see you then, Greg. 5 o'clock. See you then. All I want to do is spend that day with Steve. And 5 o'clock isn't soon enough. 5 o'clock isn't soon enough. 5 o'clock isn't soon enough. I can't wait to get home to my boys. A show-stopping number, a real showstopper, an aria to rule them all. They'll throw us their money at full price admission. The world will come tumbling down. Hamilton, move over, your new competition's in town.
Are you actually handcuffed?
No. Are you?
No. Should we go?
Yeah. Okay. We should move these chairs too. Have you ever considered, Bridge Man, that bad art does more for the world than good art? Artists spend more of their lives making bad practice pieces, particularly at the start, than they do masterworks. And even when an artist becomes a master, some pieces just don't work out. Plus, some are somehow just wrong until the very last stroke. You learn more from bad art than you do good art, as your mistakes are more important than your successes. Plus, good art usually evokes the same emotions in people as good art is the same kind of good. Whereas bad pieces can each be bad in their own unique way. So I'm glad we have bad art. I'm sure the Almighty agrees.
to be going to waste when there were so many people who needed it.
Oh, he was such a lonely old man.
All of his kith and kin were dead, and it left him so forlorn and unhappy.
Oh, we felt so sorry for him.
So then, when his heart attack came, and he sat dead in that chair, looking so peaceful, I mean, it occurred to us then and there that if we could help other lonely old men to that same peace, we would.
Why, it was rather like old times. Our father used to always have a cadaver or two lying around the house. You see, Teddy had been digging in Panama and thought Mr. Midgley was a yellow fever victim.
And that meant he had to be buried immediately.
So we all took him down to Panama and put him in the lock. You see, that's why we told Mortimer not to worry, because we know exactly what's to be done.
And that's how all of this started. That man walking in here and dropping dead. And of course we couldn't depend on that happening again, so...
You know those jars of poison that have been up in Grandfather's laboratory all these years?
You know your knack for mixing things.
Well, dear, for 1 gallon of elderberry wine, I add about a teaspoonful of arsenic, a half teaspoon of strychnine, and just a pinch of cyanide. Should have quite a kick.
Yes, as a matter of fact, one of our gentlemen found time to say, how delicious.
Oh, I'd better get things started in the kitchen. I'm trying a new recipe.
Mortimer didn't seem quite himself today.
Well, that's only natural. And I think I know why.
Why?
Well, he's just become engaged to be married. I suppose that always makes a man nervous.
Oh, I am so happy for Elaine, and their honeymoon ought to give Mortimer a real vacation. I don't think he got much rest this summer.
Well, at least he didn't go kitting off to China or Spain.
Oh, I can never understand why he wanted to go to those places.
Well, I think to Mortimer, the theater has always seemed pretty small potatoes. He needed something big to criticize something like the human race.
Oh, Abby. If Mortimer's coming back for the services for Mr. Hoskins, we'll need another hymnal. There's one in my room.
Oh, well, dear, it really is my turn to read the services, but since you weren't here when Mr. Hoskins came, I want you to do it.
Oh, that's very kind of you, dear, but are you sure?
It's only fair.
I think I'll wear my black bombazine and Mother's old brooch.
I'll go.
Why just them? Listen, every day I walk by this park and this guy, he's all cracked out, says something to me, something nasty. And you know, I just lower my head and walk on by. But yesterday, one of my students, Malik, is waiting outside the school for me and says that he would like to walk me to the subway. So I say sure, thinking that maybe he has some sort of problem he wants to talk to me about.
So we're walking and we pass by the park and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this guy gonna mention my vagina in front of this 8-year-old boy?
Sure enough, it's pussy this and booty that.
And Malik says, that's my teacher. Watch your mouth. And the guy shuts up. Freaking 8-year-old boy. I should be able to do that for myself. All I have to say is, I am happy to be sitting here, doing what is meaningful to me. Working on behalf of the universal dog home, not barking up a stranger's tree. No, my idea of company would be a friendly face, the kind of face that melts you with a grin, the kind of eyes that welcome you the minute you walk in, a tender glance you simply can't refuse. At times like this, a girl could use a dog. He listens when you tell him things. There's nothing you can't say. And unlike certain people, you can teach him how to stay. And if the world is giving you the blues, he cheers you up by chewing up the news. It's things like that that make you choose a dog. Other people need romance, dancing, playing around. Other people need constant fun. Well, I'm not one. I have my feet on the ground. Give me a quiet night, a stack of books, a tuna melt on ride, a simple walk together underneath the starry sky. And suddenly the night is something rare. And all because there's someone special there, who's gazing at the views, his head upon your shoes. It's times like this I sure could use a dog.
So if you're wondering how many shoe changes are in this recital, if you took a shot every time I changed my shoes, you probably wouldn't remember your walk home. But anyways. Yeah.
I've been so good, I've been helpful and friendly. I've been so good, why am I feeling empty? I've been so good this year. And I've been so good, but it's still getting harder. I've been so good, where the hell is the karma? I've been so good this year. Why are you asking me why? My days and nights are filled with
can't stop it. Bye. I don't wanna say bye. If only I could keep you in my pocket. To give me some diagnosis of why I'm so hollow, please give me instructions, I promise I'll follow. I tripped on my ankle and fractured my elbow. Doesn't that mean that the tour's gonna sell, though? I try to explain the good faith that's been wasted. After an hour, it sounds like complaining. Wait, don't go away, can I lie here forever? You say that I'm better, why don't I feel better? The universe works in mysterious ways. Starting to think it ain't working for me. Doctor, should I be good? Should I be good this year?
Look, guys, we gotta tell you about the drama that's been going on.
Our best friend died from a common cold.
And her husband did nothing about it. And you know what? He's kind of gross, too.
Yeah, do you remember all those suits he would wear and he was kind of smelly?
Oh, disgusting. He never had good taste. And you know what? The funeral, so distasteful.
Absolutely.
Ugh. Have any of you here ever been disappointed by a man?
Yeah.
Woo! Let's hear about it. Someone's... Give it out.
Me.
Okay.
My boyfriend's gay.
What? Oh, ridiculous. You know what? My husband, when I was sick, wouldn't even go to the doctor's office to get my medication. I mean, what an asshole.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's just so wrong.
And you know what? It's completely wrong, and I just don't understand. I mean, it's so tough to be a married woman in Victorian England. We have no rights.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes I just wish Lavinia were here with us and we could hang out again and, be the trio we always were.
Yeah, I miss her so much.
Me too. And you know what? I think about her smile and her gorgeous hair and the dresses she always wore. Oh, so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish she would come back.
I wish I could just see her one last time.
One last time.
Yeah, just one time when I could see her smile or dance or be crazy or whatever she always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes...
Edwin! It is I, Lavinia, the corpse of your dearly departed wife. I have come bounding through realms and realities your simple living mind couldn't possibly comprehend to ask you, why did you bury me in my wedding dress? Yes, it's something I've been wondering. Yes, of course that's why I'm here. Why? Did you think that I wanted to drag you out beyond the grave with me? Yes, because I really miss being your wife in Victorian England. Yes, I really miss not even knowing what an orgasm is. Yeah, no. You see, I like my afterlife, Edwin. In the afterlife, I'm friends with Joan of Arc, Anne Boleyn, and Nefertiti, okay? We're a squad. And you're the swish dick who made me spend eternity in my wedding dress. And I mean, all the symbolism aside, do you know how hard it is to win water polo against Cleopatra in this? Do you know how heavy it is wet? How it is dry? Why don't I just take it off? Yes, why don't I just take it off? Because I can't, you fluff cock! Because there is always another dress! And the whole dress for eternity thing, it's bad. But my funeral was worse. Yes, worse. Not a single woman spoke. Oh, yes, oh. Did you not think to ask my mother? Cousin Tess? Dorcas from the Temperance Society? Oh, Dorcas would have made an excellent eulogy. Dorcas is an incredible orator. Yes, Dorcas is Dorcas! But oh no, we get Edwin's eulogy. We don't even mention my archery. I was a skilled archer. I was a better athlete than you. And you know what, Edwin? I was a better person too. Okay, I did charity work. All right, I worked with the infirm. Don't believe me? Ask them. Ask the infirm. Ugh. Dang. Ugh. Well, Lady Godiva was right. She told me if I came back here, I'd start to deteriorate, and I said, was that so different than the last time I was here? How my mind stayed intact after so many hours of needless, pointless needlepoint? Oh, I'll risk falling apart. That's how mad I am. And Joan of Arc was like, girl, you better don't. And I was like, girl, you never dated anyone, let alone an Edwin. And Edwin buried me in a pink floral coffin. What was your logic there, Edwin? Oh, pink, because she's a girl, I guess. And then you had the audacity to start dating again, practically at my funeral. Oh yeah, I've seen you with the widow Margaret. She's age appropriate, now that matters to you? The fuck? And worst of all, this is what you wrote on my gravestone. Lavinia, wife, and that's it. You paid extra to write, and that's it. What kind of stonemason fills that order? Gosh, men are so weird. You know what, Edwin? I actually hope you live a long life, do 45, 46 even, all the while knowing that I'm waiting for you. Lavinia, out. Actually, you know what? Fuck that whole waiting thing. I'm just going to rip your cock off. What a fool I was! What a dominated fool to think you were the earth and sky! What a fool I was! What a naddle-peddled fool! What a mutton-headed dolt was I! No, my reverberating friend, you are not the beginning and the end. There'll be spring every year without you. England still will be here without you. There'll be fruit on the tree and a shore by the sea. There'll be crumpets and tea without you. Art and music will thrive without you. Somehow Keats will survive without you. And there still will be rain on that plain down in Spain. Even that will remain without you. I can do without you. You, dear friend who talk so well. You can go to Hartford, Hereford, and Hampshire. They can still rule the land without you. Windsor Castle stand without you. And without much ado, we can all muddle through without you. Without your pulling it, the tide comes in. Without your twirling it, the earth can spin. Without your pushing it, the clouds roll by. If they can do without you, ducky, so can I. I will not feel alone without you. I can stand on my own without you. So go back in your shell, I can do bloody well without you. I want you to know that I'm happy for you. I wish nothing but the best for you both. The perfect version of me, is he perverted like me? Would he go down on you in a theater? So he speaks eloquently, and you can have his baby. I'm sure you'd make a really excellent mother. 'Cause the love that you gave and we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. And every time you speak his name, does he know? Well, you told me you'd be there until you died, but you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You ought to know. You seem very well. Things look peaceful. I'm not quite as well. I thought you should know. Did you forget about me, Mrs. Duplicity? I need to give him so much to live up to. It was a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. And thinking of me when he fucks you. Cause the love that you gave that we made wasn't able to make it enough for you to be open wide. No, and every time you speak his name, does he know? Well, you told me you'd be there until you died, but you're still alive, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You, I didn't know. Hey, 'cause the joke that you laid in the bed, that was me, and I'm not gonna fade as soon as you close your eyes, and you know it. And every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Well, can you feel it? And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You, I didn't know. Well, I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away. It's not fair to deny me of the cross I bear that you gave to me. You, I didn't know.
If Elmo could go to the ball and wear something shiny and new, then Elmo would dance with the princess, instead of a broom. That's why he wishes he could go to the ball. Oh, Elmo really wants to go to the ball.
Nichipor Star, right?
Elmo did!
Oh, great. Well, I'm your fairy godmother. Excuse me, fairy god person.
Huh?
Well, look, there's been a tremendous demand for fairy god people lately, so I'm just filling in. I'm a temp, okay? Is that okay?
Sure, that's okay.
Okay, well, great. Well, my name is Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Now, somebody said wishing 3 times. I do believe, let me just think for a moment. Yep, that's a 412. Okay, how can I help?
Well, Elmo really wanted to go to the ball, but his stepmother said he didn't have the right clothes.
Oh boy. Well, that's a domestic issue. Not really my strong suit.
Oh.
You know, this whole idea that a big fairy god person is gonna come flying in through your window and fix your life when things get sticky, I find it really shaky, I really do. You gotta take charge of a situation.
Well, what should Elmo do?
Make a plan, think it out. Most important thing of all, you gotta do something. Let me tell you a story. Here we go. Underneath a fruit tree with a juicy plum on top, a hungry fox sat dreaming, hoping it would drop. A little bluebird snatched the plum, carried it away. And as he passed the lazy fox, the bird was heard to say, "You should have climbed the tree." If you've got a dream, do something. Ain't enough to dream, do something. You can make it happen. It all depends on you, 'cause doing makes a dream come true. It's a simple step kick, do you like it? It's good for killing time.
She's good.
A knight in shining armor, Sir Sagamore de Bress, dreamt one day that he would save a damsel in distress. But when a lady cried out help, a damsel named Bernice, he was so busy dreaming she was saved by the police. And as the lovely lady walked away, he awakened from his dream near say, "Where were you?" If you've got a dream, do something. Ain't enough to dream, do something. I'd still be in that tower if it was up to you, 'cause doing is what makes the dream come true.
If you dream of dancing, dance.
If you dream of flying, fly. Oh, maybe don't do that.
Dream of singing, sing.
Ain't enough to dream, you've got to try. There was a little monster whose name I can't recall, dreaming of a princess and dancing at a ball. Received an invitation, did not know what to do, until his fairy god person said, "My advice to you is go. If you got a dream, do something. Ain't enough to dream, do something. You can make it happen, it all depends on you, 'cause doing is what makes a dream come true." Sing it! If you've got a dream, do something. Ain't enough to dream, do something. You can make it happen, it all depends on you, 'cause doing is what makes a dream come true. Woo. If you wanna know why I grow open eye when another cute guy passes there, I just wanna try before I buy the bargains and husbands ready to wear. 'Cause a man isn't like an expensive sweater or department store dress on the rack. If you wrap him up and take him home, and then see something better, nobody but nobody will take him back. So I'm shopping around, just looking. Where men are concerned, I'm just shopping around. A girl must compare men for wear and for tear before she buys. If she wants the best, then she just has to test all kinds of merchandise. So while I'm still young, I'm testing. Don't wanna get stung, no sir, not little me. The bridegroom-to-be carries no guarantee, so if you want the best to be found, you gotta keep shopping. You don't buy a clock till you're sure it will work. You don't buy a piano till you play it. A new vacuum cleaner may be a sensation, but ladies always get a free trial demonstration. You've got to beware, sample things here and there, know what they do. You've got to be sure that the goods will endure, last you a lifetime through. So while there's a chance I'm sampling, I'm taking romance in the smorgasbord way. From the last organ note, love is all table-toed, so you must choose the best to be found. That's why I keep shopping, leisurely shopping, not buying, just shopping around.
Excuse me, are you the registry consultant? I'm here to register for gifts. This is a really big step for me. I'm very excited. When is the happy event?
Oh, you mean the wedding day?
Yeah, there isn't one. I'm not getting married. Probably never get married, but I need things, and I think that registering is a good way for me to learn to receive. Yes, I know that this is a bridal registry and that you only register brides. Frankly, I find that a bit discriminatory. I'm here to register and I don't want any hassle. No, please, don't get the manager. I'm not trying to cause trouble. Look, for the past several months, I have been buying gifts for all of my friends who have been getting married. It's an epidemic. Not that I begrudge them on their happiness, not at all. I'm a very supportive person. It's just, lately I've just been feeling that there's something out of whack. You know, sort of off balance. And the other day, when I was attaching tiny silver bells to a spice rack for my friends, Howie and Wendy, a voice in my head started screaming at me. It said, "Schmuck! Why do you keep buying gifts for people who've already found everything they want?" Or words to that effect. I don't recall exactly. I do remember that the voice sounded resentful, and that I had to agree with it. I mean, isn't it enough that they were lucky and found each other, that they fell in love and made a commitment, that they'll be splitting rent and filing jointly? My gosh, they found somebody who'll give them a foot massage whenever they want. They already won the sweepstakes. Why do they get the door prizes too? Why do they get to register for things like a cookie jar shaped like an eggplant, or a set of really good knives? They're becoming a two-income family, for Pete's sake. Why can't they buy their own knives? Now, I need things. I'm not getting married, and I need things. I need better luggage, better towels, a pasta machine, and sterling silver candlesticks. Ooh, since I was 5 years old, my grandmother promised hers to me when the day I got married. Well, I didn't get married, and last month they went to my cousin Marcy, who did. Why? Why do you only get family heirlooms if you're wed? It's no damn fair. Candlesticks! Put me down for 2 pairs! Come on! You registered Anne, Dina, Lisa, Jane, and Cindy. I insist on registering too. I know I am single. I confront that fact every day of my life. It's fine. I accept it. But I am not staying single without the same material goods as my married friends. My ship is coming in even if I have to tow it myself. Sorry. Do you want to know when the happy event is? It's a week from Saturday. Throwing a shower for myself, officially announcing a life of singlehood. And the beauty of it is, I don't have to return a single thing if it doesn't work out.
Well, I've walked down the aisle as much as Liz Taylor, but off to the side. Each bride has me dressed in a gown I detest. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. For Catelyn, I wore satin, which I looked really fatten. Then again, you should have seen her mankin. All those calories he locked up till his arteries clogged up. He died on the couch watching ESPN. Too many weddings, too many dresses that all made my hips look so wide. Not a gown I'd reuse, ditto the matching shoes. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. For Tabitha, I wore taffeta. You should never. People laugh at you, but I had a hunch the marriage was doomed. The groom tried to stroke me while we danced the hokey pokey. They divorced before the honeymoon. Once my gown was velourish, made me look kinda whorish, but my best friend Dolores was never quite sane. She shot her new mister 'cause he bedded her sister. He's not dead, but now he walks like John Wayne. Too many weddings, too many dresses that all made me look so thick-thighed. My friends can't assess a man or a dress. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. When I look in my closet, there's a rainbow deposit of gowns so grotesque that I groan. All those husbands are gone. Those dresses live on. Even moths seem to leave them alone. Too many weddings, too many messes, but at least I've hung on to my bride. I've lived life alone, but the terms are my own. Always a bridesmaid, thank you, Lord. Never a bride. All right, settle down, the bell rang, get your seats. Okay, so for homework last night, we were supposed to read the rest of Romeo and Juliet. So, what'd you think? Yes, Tim? I see. Does anyone else agree with Tim's stupid opinion? No? Does anyone else think something? Corolla. I see. Now, for me, it isn't the question of is it love or not, but rather, does love even exist? Yes, Mackenzie. I see. Except, what if that isn't love either? What if there's no such thing? Look, I don't care that your grandparents got married and spent their entire lives together. I mean, what else were they gonna do? Do any of us really have options? I mean, take Romeo and Juliet, for example. They're like, what, 13? They can boink and call it love because who else is around? I mean, really, how big is Shakespeare's Verona? Of course, go for the guy your parents hate. It's dangerous, exciting. And listen, guys, maybe sex and danger can feel like love. I get that, I do. But don't tell me that love exists. Whew. Yes, Tim?
No, that's stupid. Put your hand down. You kids don't know anything.
I'm sinking in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from their place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain, dancing in the rain. I'm happy again. I'm singing, dancing in the rain. I'm singing and dancing in the rain.
Okay, for realsies this time though, this is the last shoe change, I promise. Oh boy.
I've spent so many years peering through time, looking at this exact moment, but I can't see past it. I've prevented countless terrible futures, and after each one, there's always another. And they all lead here, but never further. Do you wonder what I see in your future? I never saw your future, only its possibilities. You have such a capacity for goodness. You always excelled, but not because you crave success, but because of your fear of failure. It's precisely what kept you from greatness. Arrogance and fear keep you from learning the simplest and most significant truth of all. It's not about you. You could have your old life back, and the world would be all the lesser for it. Death is what gives life meaning. To know your days are numbered, your time is short. You'd think, after all this time, I'd be ready. But look at me, stretching one moment into 1,000, just so I can watch the snow. upstairs. Hey Ma, I'm off to grab some smokes. And my father called. Why you need to smoke so late? Lied. I had a date. Free from my folks' enslavement, skipping along the pavement to see a brunette who I never met, but I never would forget how she looked in that dress. How she stuck out her hand and said, "My name is Cecily Smith, and I hope you like music, 'cause I've got 2 tickets for La Traviata." That's when I said, "I hate opera." She laughed and said, "Well, lucky for you that you're with Cecily Smith. Who cares what you are listening to? It's who you're listening with." So we take our seats, her hands are folded in her lap. If not a kiss, then I at least will get a nap. So I close my eyes as the orchestra begins. Then I hear violins. The hair in my neck was rising, a feeling new and surprising. It wasn't the sound that made my heart pound. No, it was because I found her hand was in mine. And that's where it would stay until they play the final chord. She said, "Were you born?" And I said, "I guess it wasn't quite so bad. It was the best time that I ever had." She laughed and said, "Well, lucky for you, I got seats to Beethoven's Fifth. Who cares what you are listening to? It's who you're listening with." The perfect wife, a perfect a week, a year, and then a marriage and a son, and a rental where I still can hear her laugh. When I play the phonograph, so have the music guide me. Cecily sits beside me, a girl of 19, a nervous Marie, feel her head begin to lean as melody soars. And though it was real, it doesn't feel like it could be. That night when you said to me that I've got 2 tickets for La Traviata. It's sad but true. How much I miss you. I miss you, Cecily Smith. Life is not the things that we do, it's who we're doing them with.
I know, it's all wrong. By rights, we shouldn't even be here. But we are. It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo, the ones that really mattered. Full of darkness and danger they were. And sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad has happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing, this shadow. Even the darkness must pass. A new day will come. And when the sun shines out, it'll shine out all the clearer. Those were the stories that stuck with you, Mr. Frodo, that meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I do understand. I know now. Folks in those stories had a lot of chances of turning back, only they didn't. Because they were holding on to something. That there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting for.
Hi, Katie Wren.
Hi, Dani Vlog.
Are you ready to get your senior recital over with?
Oh, hell yeah, I am.
I stumbled around a bit while looking for my big break.
Some gentlemen opened doors, but once inside they were all unmade.
To sparkle I lit a match, but I admit some bridges were burned.
But we won't flop on our way to the top, 'cause there's one damn thing we've learned. I give them that big finish, and they'll forget what came before. Just give them that big finish, but always keep one eye on the door. So I give this lesson to you, my friend.
Forgive and forget if you're good in the end.
Just give them that big finish and leave them wanting more. You struggle from step to step,
Just praying to find the one.
the love that you want disappears
As the love that you need settles in for a run.
you think that you're down for the count,
And then just like a phoenix you rise.
and with some help from above
Be it Tony's
or love, you'll be leaving tonight with a prize. Life gives you that big finish. You just forget what came before. Just give them that big finish.
And who knows what next year has in store. But though the story is finished,
We'll keep dreaming on
and though you're sure to miss
our song when it's gone. Let's give them that big finish and leave them wanting more. Hear the angels shout encore. Yeah, we'll leave the people wanting more.
Come on, Katie Wren.
Where are we going?
Show's over.
Hello. Thank you everyone who was here this late. It's past my bedtime. Anyways, so I'll try and go quickly. I actually wrote it down this year because I fully forgot like half the people I wanted to thank junior year. So, to start, Dani Locke off stage there. Thank you for being in my recital after I asked her on a whim in the Sound of Music dressing room. Kelsey Draves. I couldn't have asked for a better friend to help me through these last 4 years. Thank you for doing Sesame Street with me. Yay! John Henderson, who's hiding back there. This recital would not be possible without him, and he was also the first person to reply to my rescheduling request when I got really sick. Nate, thank you for doing lights and sound. Also, last minute, do you see a trend? Bob, the videographer for filming. Again, I know it's been a long day, but thank you. Meredith, my voice teacher, I would be lost without you. Thank you for being my voice teacher and unpaid therapist these last 2 years. And lastly, to my parents, for always supporting my dreams, even though the rest of our family thinks you're crazy. And especially since there's a real chance none of your kids will end up in STEM, fingers crossed for the 15-year-old. Dad, I want to especially thank you for coming even though I did a song you didn't like. And Mom, I want to thank you for coming after kicking cancer's butt. So.
Medical team so that my mom could be here today. And thank you all for coming. Bye. Safe travels.